Okay, guys, how's it going? We're gonna be doing an unboxing of the Samsung Epic 4G Galaxy S phone. This is a Sprint phone, and I've had this for roughly about 4 days now. It's not a brand new unboxing, so as you've noticed, I've already kind of opened it, but I'll just kind of let you guys get the feel of what's inside and how the phone kind of looks. I guess that's what unboxings are for. Um, like I said, I've had this phone for a few days now, so it's going to be a brief unboxing. I mean, a brief review along with this unboxing. So let's get started. So we just open it up like that. You, of course, see that we have the Samsung Galaxy S phone, Epic 4G. I think that's what it's called. Put the phone aside for now and see what else is in the box. Um, let's see. This phone was roughly about $150 with a 2-year contract. So now, of course, in here we have your standard manuals and papers that come with these things that no one ever reads. Well, maybe you do. I don't. Yeah, this looks like important Sprint information. Um, this is, I guess, register your phone. This is give your old cell phone a new calling. Okay. Huh. I think this is. Oh, okay. This is getting rid of your old cell phone and sending it in, I guess, for recycling. I didn't even notice I was in there. Okay. So they got that. That's interesting. This is a guide for Spanish, which I'm not Spanish, but I might be. And this is the getting started, the same thing, but this one's in English. Tells you about buttons and like where they're just kind of located, basic things that you need to know about the phone. And of course, the manual, which I have not gotten around to reading, probably will not read just because once you kind of use the phone for a few days, you get used to it. Unless you've already had Androids before, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you see the phone. Now, in the rest of the box, they have the USB cable. Um, this isn't a standard mini USB cable. This is not sure what it's called, but it only works with this phone and other devices. And then let's see, they have the wall charger, which is USB. Where is it? Right here, USB. So I guess that's so that way you can use this cable as a computer cable. Um, let's see, and then they come with the headphones, of course. I've used these a few times. They're actually not that bad. The mic is pretty sensitive, so that's one thing I like about these headphones. Of course, the mic's right here, and it's got a button to answer calls and end calls. I haven't used that, so I don't exactly know how that works yet. But the headphones for the default headphones that come with these, they're not bad. I mean, they're the nice, I guess they're not the gummy ones, but they fit in your ear nice and snug, and they're not uncomfortable. So not bad for you know those headphones. So that's pretty much everything that comes in the box. Now here's the phone. Of course, I've got fingerprints on it because, like I said, I've been using this for a few days, and this is probably the best phone that I've had. First smartphone I've ever had, and everything about this phone I've been really happy with. There's really nothing that I can say I don't like about this phone. Um, Sorry about that. If you notice on the back, let me take the back off just so you can kind of see everything. The battery is right here, and the memory card is right here. And now this is a cool thing. This is one thing I really liked about this phone. This phone comes with, and if you can't see that, which you probably can't, but that's a 16 gigabytes. That is a 16 gigabyte mini SD card that comes with the phone, and that is one thing I really like about this phone because I put a lot of music, I put a lot of videos, and just having that much memory, which I'll probably never use that much on a phone, having that much is pretty awesome. Now I'm just gonna start the phone up just so you can kind of see what it looks like when you start it up. I don't know, you might get a glare from the screen. It says Samsung. You probably can't see that, but there it is. Galaxy S. Galaxy S is the Google operating system, and Google makes some pretty good stuff. So slide to unlock. Yeah, there's no way you're going to be able to see this. The thing about this phone is that this phone's screen is extremely bright. I have this turned down all the way, and this is like the brightest thing ever right now. That's one thing about this phone that's kind of the only kind of disappointment with this phone was that the brightness was so high. I had no way of turning this down. And the reason why I like the brightness down is because I'm using the phone when it's not plugged in a lot when I'm away. So when the screen brightness is up a lot, it's going to drain the battery a lot more. So that's why it would really be nice if I could turn the brightness down just a little bit, maybe get a few more hours out of the battery. So, I think that like constant usage of this with internet, I think you can get about 6 hours of straight usage with it, which is not that great actually. It's one thing I'm really actually kind of disappointed about this phone is just the battery life. I got to be careful when I use it. I only look up things um, when I need to, um, which isn't a big deal. If you're one of those persons where you only look up things when you need to, or you check your emails not that often, then this is a good phone for you. The phone has a keypad which is illuminated. A couple nice features about this keypad is that let me get it turned back on again. It's got settings. There's a back button. There's a search button right here, and I don't know what this button is right here, but it's there. And yeah. So nice features on the keypad. If I wanted to go to Google or something, I could hit this little key right here. I press it, and Google comes right up, and I can search for anything on the phone. That's the nice thing is Google search engine has been incorporated with the whole phone's operating system. I could search for apps on the phone. I could search for contacts. And the cool thing is it also has the Google Voice option. So I can actually, of course you can't see this because the phone is just so bright. But there, I can tap this right here and a little speak indicator will come up. And I just say like call someone and it'll go right to calling them. And it's worked out pretty good actually. There's only been a couple mishaps where the voice thing didn't work, and that's because I probably wasn't opening my mouth wide enough. I'm probably gonna hear comments about that. So what else? At the top of the phone is the charger, the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and you have the volume rocker right here on the sides. So got that like that. And let's see. What else? The microphone's at the bottom, of course. And the camera, there's a camera button right here. So when you need to access your camera, you can press it and it'll pull the camera right up. So, there's pretty much, that's all there is about the phone. There's a 5 megapixel camera with an LED light. The LED light, you can turn it so it's auto, just like a regular camera, where you can change the settings if you want it to be on all the time when you're taking a photo, or not at all. You turn it off, or there's actually an auto adjustment feature. And the one thing I like about this, the camera on this, is the picture quality is actually pretty good. I mean, it's not high definition, not like the iPhone 4's camera or a lot of the other smartphones out there, but the picture quality is really good for what I paid for it. And this was a phone. Of course, this phone is a 2-year contract, so I wanted a phone that I'd kind of be happy with for 2 years. And I guess this was the one. So that's pretty much it for this phone. There's really nothing else that I could say about it. It runs on Android 2.2. Android 2.3 will be released in the future, um, sometime. I'm not really sure, but that I'm not really too pressed on that because right now I'm pretty happy with what I got. So, there's one more thing. Oh yeah, the open source. This phone, Google is made the Android um, an open source phone, meaning that it doesn't need to be jailbroken like the iPhone. The iPhone needed to be jailbroken to get free apps. Google actually wants you to mess around with the settings. They want you not to be limited, basically, because let's face it, you bought their phone. I mean, you're not really paying for anything else, so maybe the marketplaces. I think the marketplace is run by Google, but I mean, if there's ways of getting free apps and there's all kinds of things you can do with this phone that I haven't really been able to get into. One thing I did do is I was able to download a Game Boy emulator and get Pokemon ROMs and Mega Man ROMs on the phone, and you can actually play. You can play with the touch screen, or you can play with the keypad. So that's a nice little thing. And the cool thing is I didn't have to plug it into a computer to get the ROMs or the emulator, do any of that. I did it straight from the phone. There's nothing that blocked me from doing it. And that's one of the cool thing about the Android operating system. Um, so I guess that's just about it. The phone, it's a great phone. I give it probably a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's 150 at your Sprint store with a 2-year contract, and I know you can get discounts at Sprint. Just ask them about that. They got some pretty good discounts that you can get. So this has been the review for the Sprint Samsung Epic 4G Galaxy S Android phone. That's a mouthful, but I'm just about out of time, so rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Hopefully more reviews